name in the chat who if you are a guest. This evening we have had back-to-back presentations. One was at 7, just concluded 8, and we have this one at 8 p.m. So big welcome to our 8 p.m. guests, and put your name in the chat and where you are connecting from. If you are a guest, probably who invited you. This evening, we are going to be unveiling something that probably will blow your mind, something that is affecting the world, okay? And you could be thanking someone for exposing you to this, okay? So stick and stay to the end. If you have questions, don't worry. Your questions will be answered. Your concerns will be addressed. Probably your microphone at this time may not be working because we may not want to be interrupted during the presentation. We're sorry for that, but before the presentation is ended or is closed, your microphone will be activated and you can ask all your questions. But for now, you can put your comments, all your questions in the chat, and it will be addressed as we go on. Are we ready to rumble, as they say in boxing or wrestling? Okay, so whatever you're doing right now, just give us the next 45 minutes to 50 minutes of your time, and you will not regret it. This could be the 50 minutes of your lifetime. It's a new year. This is something new, something exciting, something innovative, something, what is the word? Impactful. And it will make a big difference in your life in 2026. So at this time, without wasting any more time, I would like to invite this lady. She's a medical doctor by profession, and she's a entrepreneur by I think maybe habits or love. I don't know that she could probably say it better, but she's one of the continent's leader on this project, and she is impacting and affecting life not only in medicine but only in the cloud space, in the cloud arena. Okay, so please help me. You can put a reaction on the page as she come up stage. Please help me welcome Dr. Dorothy Hansen. She will be doing the first part of this presentation, and we will take it from there. So you're welcome, Doc. Thank you for the.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the opening remarks, Calvin. Thank you so much for the warm and kind words. Good evening and Happy New Year, everybody. You are warmly welcome to this evening's presentation. And like Calvin has said, this may be the 1 hour answer to one of the prayers that you prayed on 31st night, or you've been praying over the past year. And it's a pleasure to have you join us tonight. I'd like to start with a story. I think this story hits the message down before we jump into the content of what we are going to talk about. So you're welcome once again. I see some leaders on the call. I salute you all. I see, let me acknowledge a few of the leaders on this project who have joined us tonight. I see Reverend Bijou is on the call. Good evening, Reverend Bijou. I see what lady Esther Christian. It's good to see you on the call. I see some of our latest coppers and bronzes. Guys, you're welcome to the call. It's good to see you here, and it's good to have your guest join us tonight. So guys, a project started like this a couple of years ago, about 2 decades ago, then by a young man who was then in his sophomore years in university. He came up with a brilliant idea, and like idea starts mostly when you are harnessed, when you have birthed it, you want a few people to know about it. So he did invite some friends. From the story I read, he invited 9 of them. 7 of them said they would be there. Eventually, 5 of them showed up. So congratulations for showing up. You're like the 5 who showed up for that brief but insightful idea sharing. And after he had broken down the idea to his friends, 2 of them decided to partner him on the project. 3 of them, of course, worked out that this is not possible. I mean, how can you even do that? It won't even work. And this is about 2 decades down the line on that project. And that project now involves all of us on this page, unless you have not seen that app that is connecting people across the world called Facebook. It started as Faces in the Book. So Mark Zuckerberg is the one I'm talking about. He started the project and he invited his friends to take a look at it. The truth is, this is 2 decades down the line, this project, and they have connected more than the world. They've done over and beyond what they set out to do. Something they thought was a dream and somebody else was going to do, they have done it. And the 2 people who started the project with him, the last Forbes that was released, they are multimillionaires in the top 10 with him. This is how technology projects happen. This is how an invitation could turn your life. This is how saying yes to a project that has vision could just turn your life for the better if you would understand and see the vision of it. So thank you so much for showing up. You're one of the 5. We hope at the end of this 45 minutes, you would have exposed what the blueprint is and you see the vision in it, and you have the chance to make a decision like one of the 5 who Mark Zuckerberg called. So you're welcome, and stick and stay. This presentation gets more exciting the deeper we get into it. So stick and stay and give us your attention till the end, like Calvin invited you to do. And I'll do the first part, and towards the end, I'd call someone back to do the second part with me. So if you are ready to start with us, I'll be happy a reaction in the chat box whilst I get my setup ready for us to start the conversation that starts with dreams. If you're ready, perhaps you can put a 2 in the chat. Let me see some actions. Let me see you have your attention focused on me tonight, and then we can get into the business of the evening. Okay, I can see 1, 2 has popped up. We are about 25. I think I should see a little bit more, so I know people are paying attention to us tonight. All right. Okay, a few others. Afro Jones, thank you. Esther, thank you. All right. I said them. Thank you so much. I think I'll start with the 3. Eugene iPhone has raised his hand. I think he's paying attention to us. Thank you so much for that. So you're welcome once again. And as you can boldly see on the screen, guys, it's time to turn your dreams into reality. Now more than ever, it's easy for ordinary people to become millionaires, and it's happening all across the world, all because of the times we find ourselves in. The era we find ourselves in is a digital era, and there's no way you can have a smartphone and not be earning from your smartphone. It's a misnomer. It's not done in this era. And we all have dreams, and more importantly now, you see a lot of younger folks becoming multimillionaires, and you wonder how and what are they doing. The era we find ourselves in is now of leverages and partnerships. Leverages and partnerships. And that's how people are dreaming again and turning their dreams into reality. So what are your dreams? Let me start from there. What are your dreams? Whatever the dreams may be, let me tell you, they are small. It's time to dream again. Because if your dreams don't scare you, they are not big enough. So we are going to hear a conversation that's going to turn dreams into reality. Because perhaps yours is just to live in the kind of home you want for your family, your own home, your own swimming pool. I think that dream is turning around nowadays. People used to dream that they have a house with a swimming pool. I don't know whether it still exists. Maybe you want to live in that gated community. That is your dream. Perhaps yours is to travel the world and see the beauty of creation. You're done seeing country Ghana if you're just in Ghana like me. There's a whole beautiful world out there waiting for you to come and see and explore. Perhaps that's your dream. Perhaps yours is to build and start your family. It is possible on this project. Or yours is how you're preparing for when you are stopping work or when you're stopping the job, if I should put it that way. Because for all of us, age 60 will happen. It's just a matter of time. The thing is, what are you doing now to prepare you for that time? Because beyond that time, no one can predict how long you live, what things will be happening at the time, but how are you preparing to continue to live at that time? Let me introduce you to GotBackup. GotBackup is here to turn dreams into reality. Two dreams that are in our time now. One, your digital dream, one, your financial dream. I've hit on the financial dream in some aspects, but we are going to dig into the digital dream. And stick and stay with me as we go down this flight. And we hope to land you safely at a place where you would really be happy you were joined us this evening. So, what is GotBackup about? What are they doing? GotBackup is here to empower every single person. Every single person. I didn't say technological people. I didn't say people in the IT space. Every single person, every individual, every business, every organization to achieve their dreams. What dreams? The digital dream, one, and then the financial dream. Because now we all have digital assets. What are those things? Those are the photos, your videos, organizational files, organizational documents, which are now no longer hard copy files, which are put in cabinets. Now everything is gone digital and they are on those spaces. How are you securing those dreams? GotBackup says, with a little commitment, that ethic that you are using to do your job, just put a little bit here and partner me strategically. And I'm going to help turn some dreams, if not all your dreams, that let you start believing that your dreams can come true, whether they are your organizational dreams, so you don't lose any of your files, so you can do trends, so you can do projections, so you can get back to your files of previous notes, if you store your things well, you can actually do a better business in future. GotBackup is here to help everybody, no matter which facet of life you are in, to turn your dreams into reality. Who are they and what are they offering? GotBackup offers you the most unbelievably priced cloud storage service, which comes along with an opportunity to partake in a lucrative strategic partnership program. It is your ultra secure personal cloud storage space. It's the newest kid on the block when it comes to digital storage. And I'm going to go into who is behind it and what they are offering. GotBackup is beating all the others in various areas. And right now in the industry, it's growing at the fastest rate than any other that you have known. But mostly when something new comes, most people want to know who's behind it, who are they? Look, GotBackup is owned by a solid organization which has over 28 years experience called Global Virtual Opportunities. It's a multi-million-dollar software development company and internet marketing company. They are here to make security simple, not complex, simple. That's why everybody can use their service. Global Virtual Opportunities started in 1997 in Gatineau, Quebec, Canada. And currently, it sits on a 10,000 square feet, fully owned data center in Texas, USA. They had to move to Texas, USA because the fiber optics there was the best to support the vision and where data storage is going. Previously in the 1970s, 1990s, not 70s, 1997, 1990s, and data storage was something that was a conversation of organizations. And then at that time, people used to store their things in company server. Every organization had a server. GotBackup was there then, building servers for organizations to store their data. But data storage evolved so fast, and over the past 2 decades, we have migrated from the good old diskette. I don't know whether you are familiar with the diskette, whether you ever used one. It was just a square thing you slot into a CPU, you click on it to eject. That was what data was stored on. Data storage has moved from that floppy disk. We moved up to a CD, then the DVDs, then pen drives came in. Pen drives have grown from 128 or MB all the way to about 64 GB pen drive now. And then external hard drives came. But all of this could not store data as efficiently as the time we are in now. Because if your CD got scratched, you lose your data. It's you can't even watch what is on it. Your files get corrupted. You lose data. Pen drives gets damaged, gets virus, gets corrupted. You lose your data. The same thing applied for external hard drives, and people were still losing their data despite these things. So the future of data storage has moved fast into the cloud space. GotBackup is the newest kid on the block for cloud storage. GotBackup was birthed by Global Virtual Opportunities about 2 years, three years and a few months ago, in April of the year 2023. That's when GotBackup was birthed. So the organization is about 28 years old. The product GotBackup is just about 2 years old, and GotBackup is beating them all, offering solutions that the others cannot even compare with. GotBackup is not run by small people. It's not some small, should I say, young folks who are trying to explore a space. No, it's backed by a solid team. The CEO, Mr. Joe Therian, and his wife, Miss Evgenia Antonova, are the ones behind it. In fact, they were in Ghana here in November of last year. We did a mega launch of GotBackup in Ghana, and the project has already taken off. It's taken off massively in Ghana. That event saw over 800 people in attendance, and you could see people needed this already. So for them to come to Ghana, then there's something good happening with the products down here in Ghana. So it's not only the two of them, they actually have the people with the right expertise, technical people in different facets when it comes to cloud storage back in this organization. I've even had the privilege of knowing that people have left other cloud storage services to join GotBackup's team because of what they are offering, which is taking over the world, and people are switching to use this service of GotBackup. GotBackup has a whole technical team behind it. The fastest support response you ever get is behind GotBackup. In fact, they respond faster than what our competitors do, and I'll talk about who our competitors are in this field. This is the physical location of GotBackup. Just so you don't think it is being run from somebody's small bedroom, and because everything is AI now, you cannot be sure of what is happening across the world. GotBackup has a physical location, and you could actually screenshot this in case you want to check from Google Earth, because this was just taken live from Google Earth. And I'm going to pause here and play you a video of what a data center looks like. When we say your stuff is being stored on the cloud, it's not literally hanging in the skies. It's an infrastructure. GotBackup owns one of that infrastructure. You perhaps may not have seen a data center before, but let me give you the privilege and of seeing what happens in a data center. This tour was done by the CEO of GotBackup himself, and stick and stay and see what happens in there, see how secure their system is when it comes to your data storage. Kindly give me a minute to switch, and then I'll switch back here. All right.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of GotBackup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure? And how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I wanna explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm gonna code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have, hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if God forbid there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security. It's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure. So let's come out of the server room for now. And I also want to explain, if God forbid a bomb dropped on this building, a hurricane came in, whatever, a flood, which statistically is impossible, but if it did happen, we also back up all of your cloud data to a third-party data center just in case something ever happened to this building. And again, it's never happened, but you just never know, right?
So that is the data center of GotBackup. And that was our CEO, Mr. Joe Therian himself, giving you a tour of what happens in there. I hope you enjoyed the tour. And this is what a cloud data center looks like. So GotBackup fully owns this, and this is what they are providing you. So why are we having this conversation at all? Just to go forward, why cloud storage? We now, more than ever, as should I say a world, are generating data at an unprecedented rate. Data, not internet mobile data. I mean photos, videos, documents, files, music, you name it. We are using these devices, our mobile phones, to generate so much data now. The stats say we generate approximately 402 million terabytes of data every single day. A terabyte is 1,000 gig. So you can add 3 more zeros to the 402 million. That's how much data is generated every day. And from where? Mobile devices. Photos, videos. Now you don't need a big camera to record a whole wedding. You don't need a big camera to record a whole church service. Church services are being streamed live from mobile phones. School is happening on phone. Every sector is going digital. Healthcare is going digital. Banking is going digital. Education is going digital. Everything, shopping, every single thing about our lives is getting more digital, and we are generating so much data. Every interaction you have online is data that has been generated, and data being generated has become so valuable. That is what feeds into the AI conversation going on now. The data that we generate is what AI puts out and makes life easy for us. So data has become the new oil of our time. And for all this data that we are generating, there is a demand for its storage, because the data must be stored before it is processed for use, for AI's use or whoever is going to use it. So there are boundless opportunities in digital storage. But let me tell you, there are very few players in the digital storage space. There are, in fact, less than 20 players all across the world for all of us who use mobile phones across the world. And this conversation is so timely because there is a strategic partnership being offered by GotBackup besides the beautiful service that they offer. But let's talk about the service GotBackup offers. GotBackup leverages on two massive global trends. The first trend, whilst I dig into the service of GotBackup, the first trend is the fact that there are over 15 billion smartphones in the world now. It's not enough to have a smartphone now without having a backup for it. You can't have a phone without a backup for it because everything you're doing on your phone, if anything happens to your phone, you shouldn't have to lose it. There's a whole growth market happening around the smartphone, so much so that the demand is producing financial success for everybody doing something on the phone. And mind you, this 15 million was just 4 years ago. So you can imagine what it is now in the year 2026. Because last year was about 18.22 billion. And the smartphones are used everywhere, every facet of life. It's being used in the villages as much as it's being used in the cities. It's being used in the corporate world as much as it's being used in the marketplace. It's being used by young people as much as old. Everybody is using a smartphone for multiple purposes, which I don't want to even zoom into because this just proves how addicted we are to our cell phone. All of us let's focus on the screen. I believe you fall under one of these statistics on the screen. This afternoon, my friend called because he felt under one of the statistics. The people who feel uneasy when they leave their phones at home. About 90% of us will fall under that category. And today he went to work and left his phone. And by lunchtime, he had to rush back because he had missed out on so much. And I believe if you did too, you'll also be in the same situation and you rush back. So we've all become addicted to our devices, so much so that we take it everywhere we go, even the places that we know we are even at risk of cracking the screen. And it always takes an accident for you to have a crack on your phone. And just that crack could define whether you are going to get everything that's in the phone or everything that's outside it. The reason why the first thing you buy after you bought your phone is the phone screen and then a screen protector is because you don't want to lose your device or something on your device. But that's the outside of your phone. How about the inside of your phone? The inside is where every memory is kept. And as much as we are all using it to generate data, data is being lost about the same rate, painfully. The stat says about 45% of cell phone users have accidentally damaged their phone and lost their data. It's always an accident. Nobody plans to wake up in the day to damage their phone. It's always an accident. And sometimes if the crack is so bad, as the stat is saying, about 5,700 screens are cracked every hour, you may not get the stuff back. You may buy a new phone, but you may not be able to buy the things on the phone back. So people are genuinely looking for solutions because we are using our phones to generate all the data that we are all producing personally. What if you could get a solution also that you could store every digital asset, your photos, your videos on all your devices on a secure space, a secure cloud space where no matter what happens to your device, you can actually get your data back? That's the kind of solution and peace of mind GotBackup is offering. We are not the only players in the industry. There are other competitor players like Google Drive, iCloud, OneDrive, WeDrive, but we offer something that beats them all. So people are switching. The world is switching to use GotBackup. And allow me to tell you what GotBackup is offering. I've already mentioned this already. GotBackup is offering you something that blows my mind every time I have to talk about it. So I just put out the two other competitors and the three others that come close to what we offer. Because on annual subscription, when it comes to cloud storage, for what our competitors offer, they do a 2 terabyte space on annual subscription. I'm an iPhone user, so I can tell you about my story and why I switched without even thinking. 2 terabytes is what they offer on annual subscription for a single account. 2 terabytes is about 2,000 gigabytes of space. GotBackup on annual subscription already does 6 terabytes. That's 3 times what the competitors offer on annual subscription. So just for size, we beat them. We beat them on other things too, because they also do the 6 terabytes. But let's compare what their 6 terabyte price is to what GotBackup's 6 terabyte is. And you can clearly see on the screen that we are over 3 times cheaper than iCloud 6 TB, over 6 times cheaper than Dropbox 6 TB, and over 2 times cheaper than Google Drive 6 TB. And there's actually even more, because for 6 TB, 6 terabytes of space, GotBackup offers it at $99.97 per annum, approximately $100 per annum. But there's even more to this, because with this, you can back up unlimited devices. So if you have 5 laptops, 2 mobile devices, I have 2 phones and 1 laptop. The number, irrespective of the number of devices for that single account, you can back up all of it onto GotBackup's cloud space. In addition, if the space is too big for you, you can share with 5 other people. You can partition your space into 5, 6 spaces, and each person will have their space, their username, and their password. Nobody sees anybody's data. You can just create the space with its username, and the person can create their password. And when it works on unlimited devices, that was the wow effect for me, because iCloud, which I've used for years, will not allow me to use their cloud service on my Windows laptop. I don't like MacBook. I like HP and Windows laptops. So how was I going to back up my Windows laptop when iCloud won't allow me? iCloud is so jealous. It's only for Apple people. So if you're an Android user, you cannot use it. But GotBackup trumps all of that, because GotBackup works on all operating systems. It works on an Android device. It works on an iPhone. It works on a MacBook. It works on a Windows laptop. So whichever device you use, you can actually use GotBackup on it. And for laptops, it does something that no other cloud service does. GotBackup backs up your laptop up to the C drive, the operating system. It literally clones your computer onto the cloud space. It does hourly incremental backups, so long as you're connected to Wi-Fi. So no matter what happens to your device, within an hour, you will get your information back. You wouldn't lose the information. And I can share my own personal experience with you. I had a laptop before this, and one fine Sunday afternoon, my children were downloading a cartoon. I mean, someone had showed them where to download Sonic 3. At the time, that was the hype. They couldn't wait for us to go and see it at the movies. So, well, they started downloading it. I gave them permission to take my laptop for downloading. They brought it back, and the screen was loading and loading and loading, and long and short, my laptop had been hacked. And for the first time in my life, I didn't panic. Okay, I panicked a little, but I didn't panic too much, because I remember that I backed up the laptop onto the GotBackup cloud system. So I just had to log on to my husband's PC, and then my things were backed up to the last hour. I mean, that's peace of mind, because the laptop just had to be fixed, and I just restored my things back. Everything came back intact. No other cloud storage gives you this kind of peace of mind with laptops. But then don't be deceived that perhaps the price point is low, so they may have compromised on something. If you watch the video carefully, they use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as Microsoft. They use the exact same security as iCloud, Dropbox, Google Drive. So if you're using any of them and you've not had to ask them about their security, GotBackup's $100 per annum is still as secure as the others are. GotBackup uses the highest level of security called the AES 256-bit military grade encryption. It's the highest grade of security you can get for digital storage. It's called the military grade encryption because that's the kind of security the US military uses for their data, and that's how secure your data is with GotBackup. They are PCI compliant, meaning your payment cards, whichever card you use, Visa, MasterCard, American Express cards, they are securely saved. Your card is safe with them as it is with other cloud storage services. GotBackup is the only one also that says that if you use my service in 30 days and you don't like it, you can actually ask for your money back. And trust me, many people have come and have not found reason to leave, because the peace of mind it gives you, the flexibility it gives you is unbeatable. But then there's more. GotBackup also has this email system built in for you. So if you're someone, a company, a school, an organization who sends bulk emails, you can use this system, which allows you to send up to 20,000 emails with a click of a button. You can personalize the emails and automate them. Personalize it using an algorithm that has been created in the system. So each person receives their email in their name. And for instance, like we are on this call, you could actually, just by the algorithm, send one email and everybody will receive it in their first name, last name, or full name. So you can get hello Vera, hello Esther, hello Charles, hello Emmanuel, hello Brian, just by using the algorithm. Not that you have to do it one by one by one. And you can automate it. What's the next event? Big holiday coming, maybe Val's Day. Yeah, you want to send all your partners happy Valentine's Day. You can do it now. Set it to 14th of February. The morning of 14th of February, the emails will go at the time. You don't have to wait till that time to do the emails. This is something that makes you even more efficient whilst you're using the cloud service. But then there's actually even more. It keeps getting nicer with GotBackup because it has also advanced plugins on the system. The way you can send a link to a document such that you can put a timer to it, you can limit the access, you can put a password to it, you can give permissions. You can do that on GotBackup's cloud system. You can actually use translate documents you have on cloud. You can use a speech to type system. It has built in if you can't type. It has the AI system that can read documents to you if that's what you would want. There's more to what GotBackup offers beyond the cloud service. But on the cloud service side of things, this is the mantra they're running with. You should never ever have to delete or lose any of your data assets ever again. The space is big, it's secure, it's shareable, it works on multiple operating systems, like you heard me say, and over 98% of the work is done for you. Yours is just to plug it in, do your first upload. It will organize your photos into the years into months, and categorize all of that. Then if you have two laptops, it will separate them on the system. You know which one is contained in what. And it's taking over the world, one country at a time. There are 195 countries in the world. In just a little over 3 years, GotBackup is already in 164 countries in the world. For a service to move that fast, people were already looking for this. Flexibility, space, shareability at a price point that is affordable to all. The latest country to join GotBackup was Montenegro. It came on as country number 164. And Ghana got onto the project as country number 82. About just 3 months after this project was launched, and we would introduce to you the person who brought it into Ghana. And he's a professor in 4 universities in the world. He teaches in AI, data analytics, cloud computing, machine learning. That is his space. And partners of his in the States told him about this project being launched just 3 months after it had been launched. And he jumped on board. He actually sits on the board of GotBackup currently, and their advisory to it. I didn't get to share that slide to you for you to see the advisory board behind GotBackup. It's a solid organization. And you would think 3 months in, we should have joined as country number maybe 25 or maybe 30. We came in as 82. The project was running that fast. And now it's in 164 countries. But I'd love to make mention of Liberia and Senegal, which was opened by one of my biggest partners on this project, Mr. and Mrs. Betchen. I salute you for that achievement. I know many more is going to come out very soon. So 195 countries, we are in 164. We're taking over the world and painting the world blue. But there's more. There's another icing, or should I say cherry on this cake. The sweeter part, the strategic partnership of GotBackup has for everybody who's using this project. Because something massive is happening in the world, and you just can't be a spectator because millionaires and billionaires are being built from strategic partnership. And to take us through that part, I have the pleasure of welcoming one of my senior partners on this project, the one who opened country Liberia to this. Mr. Henry Calvin Birch has been on the project, and the vision, the impact he's making with this. He is one of the best people to tell you about the strategic partnership projects of GotBackup. He didn't just join this project alone. He's on this project with his lovely wife and his entire family, including his 14-year-old daughter. That should tell you the vision of this project. So if you're here, you're about to hear from one of the guest people, one of the African leaders of this project. And it's my pleasure to welcome Mr. Henry Calvin Birch back on the stage to tell us about the second part. Calvin, over to you. I wanted to play a video before this. I don't know if it's okay with you before you come in.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
All right. So this video just tells you about the time you are in and how strategic this is. Where is my video? I can't find it. Oh boy. Okay, I got it. So please listen to every single word of this video. I'm going to play it twice before Calvin speaks, okay?
Welcome to the digital age, where data is the new oil, fueling an unprecedented economic revolution. Every click, every transaction, every piece of data we generate powers the world's economy. Just like oil powered the last century, digital storage will drive the next one. Digital storage isn't just a resource, it's a strategic asset, an economic driver. With data doubling every 2 years, the demand for cloud storage solutions is exploding. Now is your chance to partner with a leader in this space. Imagine aligning with a company that's not just keeping up with the digital storage revolution, but leading it. From innovative cloud storage solutions to cutting-edge data management, GotBackup is at the forefront, ready to scale new heights with partners who share their vision. Partner with us, and together, we'll unlock the potential for growth, innovation, and success. Cloud storage, the new oil of our time. Let's fuel the future together.
Imagine this. You wake up one morning.
Welcome to the digital age, where data is the new oil, fueling an unprecedented economic revolution. Every click, every transaction, every piece of data we generate powers the world's economy. Just like oil powered the last century, digital storage will drive the next one. Digital storage isn't just a resource, it's a strategic asset, an economic driver. With data doubling every 2 years, the demand for cloud storage solutions is exploding. Now is your chance to partner with a leader in this space. Imagine aligning with a company that's not just keeping up with the digital storage revolution, but leading it. From innovative cloud storage solutions to cutting-edge data management, GotBackup is at the forefront, ready to scale new heights with partners who share their vision. Partner with us, and together, we'll unlock the potential for growth, innovation, and success. Cloud storage, the new oil of our time. Let's fuel the future together.
Great. Digital storage is going to lead the next century, guys. So you have two options. The first option is to be a part of the boom. The second option is to watch it boom. I don't know where you want to be. A big thank you to Dr. Hansen for a wonderful presentation on the product and the service and the company that is behind all of this. It's a great project. So, but there is more, as she said. My part is to present the strategic partnership. Because we know we have two sets of audiences or two categories. The first one will be people who are very, very, very interested in the service and the product of GotBackup, and of course enjoy it. Okay, but there are also people, probably like myself, who saw this and took advantage of the strategic partnership. And I want to salute the person who showed me this opportunity. It's a family friend. She called me one day and say, Calvin, I'm going to send you something. Have a look at it. It's a presentation, attend, and then we can talk after that. And she said, you might be interested in this. And truly, I was interested. I attended the presentation. I saw the great value that GotBackup offer when it comes to secure cloud storage. I was using Google Drive for a few years. I mean, you might be one of those who Google send a message to and say you're out of space. And I got that message, a few years ago. And I started deleting my things. I like, but hell no. Then I had an option where I could upgrade and then increase the number of space, and then save all my stuff. So I bought 2 terabytes of cloud space, and I have been using that. And when I saw this project, it was just the same amount that I was paying for my Google Drive space that GotBackup was offering 6 terabytes of space, 3 times more with other things. And one of the things is the strategic partnership. And I said, what? And I took advantage of this. So guys, this year, 2026, you have an opportunity to add another stream of income. You may want to call it supplemental income, extra income, alternative income, additional income, residual, passive, or part-time income. Whatever you may be referring to it as is a new stream of income. It is mostly one of the, what is that thing that we do every year? Resolutions. It's in our resolutions for the year. What is the resolution? Is a new stream of income. And this is one of the best ideas you may find to provide a new stream of income. Not spending $5,000 to get started with a new stream of income, or $7,000 or $6,000 or $3,000. You already know what you need for the cloud package. If you didn't see that, we will come to it very shortly. So just to say this, GotBackup, that you may have heard, is the only cloud storage service that pays. No other cloud storage in the world, as we speak, pays you as you use it, giving you some strategic partnership opportunity. They have a simple system, and I'm just going to go through that shortly. But let's have a look at this. You already saw a part of it. We showed the potential and where the cloud storage market is and where it is going. Guys, this is the future. If you are or you heard about anything that has to do with cloud, okay, which someone brought to you concerning investment, do it, because that's where the word is going. All right. I somewhere last year, I had a look and had to study this a little bit, and I was convinced that this is where I should be. I was so convinced that I got my entire family on board this project. Take a look at what you have on the screen. In 2022, and this is a work that was done by Statista. I mean, many of you might know it. Go to statista.com. They are noted for their great research and their great analysis when it comes to trends and a number of other things. So in 2022, they came up with this report that the cloud market in 2022 was valued at $90 billion US dollars in 2022, bigger than many countries' GDP. Let's fast forward 2 years down the line, 2025 or 2024, it grew by 50 billion US dollars. Last year, which is 2025, it was the projection was 165 billion. But guess what? It went beyond that. But what is more important is what they are projecting in the next 5 years. Since this year is new, in the next 5 years, 2030. Look at that. When you look up there, you see that the projection for 2030 is almost 500 billion US dollars. That is $500 billion in this industry. Now, if you are not in this or part of this industry, you will be missing out on something big. And I like the statement that my colleague always uses. She says, it is, what did they say? A slice of something big, all right, what's the statement again? A slice of something is better than a whole of something very small. So example, a grape is a full, right? It's full fruit, a grape, little grape. It's not as big as just a slice of a watermelon. So that's what it means. So this is a slice of a big industry, $500 billion we're talking about, and you might be in something very small right now. So you want to pay a lot of attention to this. That is why don't take what you see seen right now very lightly. It's a serious thing. So what do we have? What does GotBackup offers? GotBackup offers in terms of cloud storage right now. It has the family package there, which you've been told is 9.97 for 6 terabytes. You saw all the benefits, okay? And this is for a year, a full year. You get all what you saw and plus some more. There is something called the GotBackup Pro package, which at the end we'll tell you a little about it. Then you have the enterprise solutions. Now, enterprise solutions for a big producer of data. You know, you have maybe it's a church, is a big business, big enterprise, a school. Which 6 terabyte may not be enough to take care of their data. So you have the opportunity to get 20 terabyte of cloud space, and the setup for this is just $700. It's a one-time payment. And then the yearly payment for that is $600. You won't get this in many of the other service from any of the cloud service providers. GotBackup is offering you that plus more. So you can get started with this if you think 6 terabyte is too small for you. We know people who have gotten signed up to this, big institutions, schools, and some other entities. All right. Now, how do you get started on the strategic partnership? It's very simple. You can get started with the family package, the 6 terabyte of cloud space for 6 user, multiple operating systems, unlimited number of devices. Now, what? Yep. So that's the 99.97 per year. And then $20 is the cost for the strategic partnership per year. That's it. Did I say $2,000? No. GotBackup says by using our cloud service and you want to be part of the strategic partnership, just pay $20 more. So making $120 a year. Now, what do you get from this strategic partnership? GotBackup gives you the official moral right to go out to the world and share and tell the world what GotBackup has to offer and how they can benefit from it. And they share profits with us every single month. Okay, in some of the earnings you get paid even every day, depending on what happens. So there are many ways you can earn on the project. On your screens, you can see 7 different ways. I wouldn't be able to go through all of that because there's not much time, but I would go through just 3 of them. The first one is the customer acquisition bonus. And as the name says, customer acquisition. So whenever GotBackup acquires a customer anywhere in the world, and that customer indicates that they got to know about this project or they got signed up on this project through you, if it's the family package, GotBackup pays you 50% of the cost of the service. If it's the family package, which is $100 US, $50 of $100 is how much? So 50% of $100 is how much? It's $50. Technically, we say 99.97, but it is, let's call it $100. Just round it up to $100, right? It's $50. So one asks the other time and say, so what you are saying is that if I get 5 customers to get signed up on GotBackup today, I make $50 times 5, you're right. You get 10 customers to sign up today, you make $500 today. That is what we are talking about. And if it's the enterprise solutions, which is the $600 per year for the 20,000 gigabytes, you get 25% of the cost of that, which is 25% of 600 is $150. And then you, for the GotBackup Pro, $200 for that. But guys, you could be helping someone by just showing them and telling them about this, because they are losing their precious data and memories every day, every week, every month, because they're losing data, either through losing by the full memory, the computer getting stolen, going back, corrupted, and they lose their documents. Someone lost precious data that they have put together, worked with for the past 9 years. They lost it just like this because they lost their laptop and the external hard drive that held all of those 2 terabytes of data. So you could lose it at any time. Don't risk it. Okay, so now this is GotBackup compensation plan. Okay, you see the headings there. You see tier 1 cycles commission, tier 2 cycles commission. You see generations commissions, and all of these commissions they have formulas that will make you to earn from efforts of not just yours, but people in your organization. So say I have directly, personally brought in 10 people. What if those 10 have brought another 10 or another 25? These commissions, you see cycles commissions, generations commissions, dynamic compression commissions. You earn from all of the efforts that you have in your organization. But what I want to talk about, which is mind-blowing, is the one in the yellow highlight. And it is called the cycle match, right? Cycle match commission. Okay, you also, I know we have the rank pool commission, leadership commissions. These are all commissions the company pays monthly. Every month, at the end of the month, they calculate and see who have qualified to get these commissions, and you are paid. Okay, so let me come down to, so I'm dealing with, I talk about the customer acquisition bonus, which you saw that is big. Get 10 directs, 10 friends, family who may need cloud storage. Tell them about this. And if they sign up on the family package, you get $50 as a customer acquisition bonus. That's unbelievable. So someone will say, I can't do 10 a day. What if I can do 1 a day? Let's look at that calculation for 30 days. 1 sign up a day for 30 days, that's $1,500 US. In Ghana, all right, $1,000 is about 12,000 Ghana cedis. Now, not many people make 12,000 Ghana cedis a month. A few make that and more, plus more, but not many. So if you're making this as a commission or as what is the word? An income from GotBackup is big. Okay, and if you look at how much you got started with and what you're benefiting from, it's just unbelievable. But more importantly, let's look at the cycle match bonus. This is mind-blowing. Let's assume, and this cycle match is for people all the commission we're talking about right now are for people you have directly brought in. You may have 300, 200 people in your organization over time. but I'm only referring to the people directly that you brought into GotBackup. Okay, GotBackup pays residual income to you on that. So if you have over the years brought in in a year's time or 6 months, maybe 30 people on the project, you've spoken to those number of people for the GotBackup that got on the GotBackup project, right? I would take 10 of them because 10 is good for my calculation. So at this point, I'll make some assumptions and some for my calculation. So I'm assuming and I'll make some projections. So assumption and then projection. So the first assumption is that you have 10 people who have signed up on the project directly by you. Okay. They have brought in other people, we're not counting them. The other assumption is that they are earning about $1,000 from the cycle commissions, from what they have earned from other people in the organization. That's what they are earning. So their earning is 1,000. The other time someone asked me, but why 1,000? What if they don't make 1,000? Or what if it's more? So I'm only using 1,000 because it's good for my calculation. All right. So it could be less or it could be more. So with those assumptions, let's do this calculation. So the cycle match bonus compensation formula says if you are a sapphire on the project, they will match your commission by 25%, okay, of whatever the people you have brought in earn. So you see the rank on the top left corner, you see copper, silver, gold, platinum, and sapphire. Now, for you to qualify to earn cycle match bonus, you need to be a sapphire. All right. Now, what does it take to be a sapphire? This is the requirement. Okay. On GotBackup project, if GotBackup acquires one customer through you, you are considered to be a bronze. If GotBackups acquire 2 customers through you, you are considered to be a copper. Then you have silver, which has some other things added to it. You have some other requirement. Then you have gold. It means you are building a team. Platinum, the same thing. Then you have sapphire, and so on. Emerald, ruby. Then you have all the diamonds. Okay. So, but don't worry about these. These are requirements that are there. They are fixed. But let me tell you what you stand to gain using this. So if you are a sapphire on the project, now someone like, well, sapphire, so how long would it take me to be a sapphire? You can take a few months. You can take a year. You can take 2. Doesn't matter. GotBackup doesn't give any time frame. But let me tell you this. Someone became a diamond on this project within 45 days. 45 days. So what does that mean? It means becoming sapphire is possible also in 45 days or less. Okay? But if you take more, it doesn't matter. Let's look at what you get. So I got 10 people on the project and each of them earning $1,000 and I'm a sapphire. GotBackup will give you 25% of 1,000 on each of them. 25% of 1,000 is $250. Multiply that by 10 is $2,500. That will be your earning for cycle match income for the month, for that month. Okay. If the next month the figure changes, then your figure also will change. But let's continue to emerald. So if you were an emerald and not a sapphire, you will get 50% of what those people are earning. Let's calculate. $1,000 50% of that is $500. Multiply by 10, that's 5,000 US dollars. So that would be your earning for the month. For what? For Cycle March. What about other commission? You will get other commission, but that's not what we're looking at. We're looking at Cycle March. Guys, this is crazy. And if you are a Ruby, you get the same 50%, but take note of this. You have something called the mash cap. So what is the mash cap? So if you are a Sapphire and your 25% on one person is more than $1,000, let's say the 25% calculation, when it did that, it came to $1,350. Now, GotBackup will not pay you $1,350. They will only pay you $1,000 because of the mash cap for Sapphire, for just that one person. But you can multiply that by the numbers. Okay, so this is not the for everybody, just for one person. So if you are an Emerald, your mash cap goes up. And then your Cycle Mash commission is also up. It's 50%. But your mash cap is 2,000. Okay, and so you take note of that. Now let's go to diamonds. Let's look at the diamonds. If you are any of the diamonds, you will get 100% of what your personal referrals are earning in a month. So assuming it's $1,000, 100% of $1,000 is $1,000. Multiply 1,000 by 10, guys. That's 10,000 US dollars for you as Cycle Match commission. Unbelievable. Now, this is not just, it's not going to come in one day, in 1 month. You have to build it. So even if it took you 5 years to become a diamond, it's still worth it. Remember, someone became a diamond in less than 45 days, but you are not them. Say it took you even 5 years. It took you 5 years to become a diamond. It's still worth it. And if you, within 5 years, you make on this project $10,000 a month, is it worth it? Of course, it's worth it. And not only just the income you're getting, the impact you will be making. You know how many lives you could be touching, how many lives could be changed, how many communities will be changed. That is how GotBackup is impacting the world. And it is, remember, the project is only 3 years, just under 3 years old. By April, the project will be 3 years. And people are already making 3, 4, 5 digits checks every month. Every month they make that kind of commission. I'll be showing you a snippet of random commissions that people earn on this. It's just unbelievable, guys. And you saw the trend. You see where this is going. It's going to blow your mind. It's going to make impact. Okay, people in the next 5 years from the cloud industry and from GotBackup system, people are going to make hundreds of 100,000 monthly on this project. They're going to be millionaires produced from this in the next 5 to 10 years. This project. You have an opportunity to see it today. Don't waste it. You won't understand everything, okay? But just understand the potential of this is mind-blowing. If you're not interested in the money, it's okay. Just get your cloud storage up, just get your accommodation up in the cloud. You know the accommodation I'm talking about, right? It's the clouds. It's where you can save all your videos, your pictures, your documents, your audios, and everything safely, and you can be able to access it from any part of the world. Today, I'm grateful to the one who showed me this. And I'm sure by the close of the prison, when we're wrapping up, hope she should be on this call. Mrs. Gavor, Vera Gavor. I'm forever grateful to you, my family, and I are grateful just by showing me this is. Okay, yes, I see her. She's on this project. You will be telling us why you joined this and the impact you are making on this project as we wind up. We'll come back to you very shortly. Okay, so that's the family package. You've seen that. I talked about the enterprise solutions. And then, so that's how you can get started on this. And how much is that? How much do you need? You need $120 for the family package. In terms of Ghana cedis, for those that are in Ghana, just multiply that. I think you total should be not more than 1,500 Ghana cedis. Okay, plus minus depending on what exchange rate is. And guys, it's unbelievable because 2 terabyte of cloud space. My subscription for Google Drive was over $1,000 1,000 Ghana cedis. Is about the same, 1,100 and something Ghana cedis. Let's call it 1,200 or so Ghana cedis for how many terabytes? 2, only 2. Okay, and I don't get the kind of service which GotBackup is offering. But more than that, GotBackup is giving additional tools. You may want to get started not just with a family package, but as a GotBackup Pro member. Now, what does that mean? GotBackup has additional features. We got something called the VDuber. The VDuber is a video streaming service just like YouTube, but doesn't have any advertisements, okay, and do a lot of stuff with it. If you are someone who do a lot of you do social media and do a lot of videoing, you'll find that very useful. If you do a service, you will find testimonial generator very useful. You can find it gives you a professional way of generating testimonies from satisfied customers, which can help you in your recommendation to other customers. People like, people get rated, but there's not a professional platform or system they can use to generate this kind of testimony. Testimonial generator can help you do that. VDuber technically is about $500 a year for that kind of service. Testimonial generator maybe about $300 if GotBackup is giving global virtual opportunities giving to people. That's the value of it. Then we have something called the Memory Place. Memory Place is simply an unbelievable place where if you do any kind of events, guys, you will need this. What is home calling, what is a funeral, a birthday, a wedding, or whatever. Any event where you have to take pictures and videos. Guess what? GotBackup gives you a platform where you can generate codes, what we call the QR codes, or you can create links where everyone who takes a picture or video can just load it up to that link, and you can share that one link where 100, 200, 300 people can put their pictures together on that one platform, and you have access to it up in the cloud. It just tidy your platforms and put things together if you do events. So if we put all of this, the tools together, it should cost almost $2,000. Okay, something called the email marketing system is about $300 a year. But if as a GotBackup Pro member, GotBackup gives it to the public for $500 as a one-time payment. Actually, it's $499.97, okay, to the public. But guess what? And this is a secret. Don't tell anybody. You can have your $500 one-time payment waived in this season, this very short season. When a CEO came to Ghana, he said, Ghana and the group is doing so well, he's gonna waive the $499.97 pro package costs, all right, to anyone who gets started on the project immediately. So you will not get to pay $500. You will pay how much? Free, $0. So once you get started with your 120, you can ask for the link, which is the upgrade link, okay, from anyone who's on this call who invited you. Ask them for the upgrade link, and they will send you the upgrade link, and you can upgrade for free, but you will only pay the yearly fee of $200, which will include the cost of your cloud space and everything. Mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. So take advantage of it, guys. Please take advantage of it. GotBackup Pro tools are crazy. They are crazy. They are really crazy. It will be very useful to you. So, but you don't have to. I'm just telling you. It's my responsibility to tell you you don't have to take it if you don't need it. You can only go for the 120 for the cloud storage. If that is your option, good enough. Then we got great support, personalized link you will have. That means if you get started and you got people anywhere in the world and they want to get started on a GotBackup platform, you just send them your personal link. We got your virtual office. You will have one. You can take advantage of the email marketing system. We have specialized tools, which some of them we talk about. We have regular business presentations. So you don't need to worry that, how do I talk to people about this? Just plug in. You will get to know the times that we do public presentations. Today, there were 2 presentations back to back. One was at 7, and we have this at 8. All right, so we have presentation very regularly. Then we have in-person meeting. We just started with the in-person special presentations at the Men's Vic Grand Hotel in Legon, Accra. So if you're in Accra or its surroundings, you will want to attend that, okay? And be a part of that every Sunday at 3 p.m. All right, speak to the person who invited you. We'll give you more information about that. We have trainings and support. Personalized personal development is just mind-blowing on this project. Community networking is crazy. You meet people that it would have taken you protocol to get to meet. But on this project, you can just get connected to them. Guys, this is a great service we're talking about here. All right, everybody needs it. If not today, you will need it tomorrow. All right, someone will be glad you have shown them this. Okay, it's a project everyone can afford. It will cost you not 15,000 cities or $15,000. It is $120 for the family pack. That can start you a great business. Okay, and you can add that to your streams of income. All right, so you want to do this because one stream of income, guys, is not enough. It's not enough. All right, it's a big risk. Life is full of uncertainties. Okay, sickness, accident, by economic reasons you could lose your jobs or your own stream of income. You want something else that can produce residual income. And GotBackup is providing you one. Okay, take advantage of it, guys. Is an incredible service and a great business opportunity. I wish Dr. Hansen could open up the line now. Just before everybody comes in, I will just be bringing in Mrs. Gavor to just give us her perspective on something. But when should you get started on this project? Decision time, guys. You want to get started on this project now. You actually missed the best time to get started. You know when it was? Yesterday. But today is the next best time. Get started now, not later. Just do it now. You heard about the project launch in Ghana. The CEO and his wife were in Ghana in November. We had a big event on this project. And guys, that's when the waiver was given. And we had over 800 people in that hall. I mean, that's the capacity. The hall couldn't take more. You can see at the back, people were standing outside. There were people had to be returned. All right. So the project is really growing and you want to be a part of this. You want to be a part of this project that's happening there. We have some recipients of some great awards that were given. You see, some of the affiliates of Ghana receiving some awards from the CEO and his wife. It was their first time in Africa, and they want, Ghana to be the hub of Africa. Guys, we're going places. So don't joke with this. If I see this woman who showed me this opportunity, Mrs. Gavor, please, if you can unmute. Thank you once again for the opportunity. And I mean, why are you taking this so seriously? Please unmute yourself. And
I
great,
have.
I can hear you. Yep.
I have, yeah. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for having me, Calvin. Thank you, Doc Hans, for this amazing presentation. I joined this business because of where I sit now. I have contributed my quota to society, to family, and to my community. And I also know that the world has changed. The world has gone digital. And I do not want to be left, in this old mindset of just going, to school, piling up degrees, and now, looking for jobs. So when I saw this opportunity, I thought that I wanted to transform lives. I want to make an impact. I want the world to know that there is another way, or another way of earning income. And so with the digital world, I realized that I have a smartphone. I see people making so much dollars from the internet online. And I said to myself, no, I won't be left behind. And so I jumped on this project, especially because of the digital nature of it. Every phone call I
Great.
make, every video I play.
Can I ask you this quickly?
Yes.
Were you into IT before you joined this project? What were you doing?
I am a BBC. I am a retired banker, and BBC. I really don't know anything
Born
about
before
it.
computer. Okay.
Born before
Understand.
computer, exactly. But I love the digital nature of it because of the where the world is going. And behind all this, I see the digital economy, that where data is now the new oil, where everything that we value is online. And so that is the reason why I am here. And I want to impact society. I want the younger ones to know that there is another way of creating wealth. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And this is the woman who showed us this project. She gave me a call and she